Hello again everyone, welcome back to another video on this wonderful platform we call the internet. And as per the title, this time we are talking about what I would personally like to see from Season 7, Volume 7 or whatever you want to call it, of Need for Speed Unbound. So, for starters, now this isn't like a whole thing of, oh, I want this, I want that. It's just personally what I would like to see. If these get added, they get added. If they don't, they don't. It's just personally like what it would be cool if these things were added or whatever. So, for starters, cop cosmetics for certain cars, especially cars that were in previous games like Rivals and Hot Pursuit, such as Mazda RX-8, Subaru Impreza, so on and so forth. The ability to add bull bars, or battering rams as they're called in America, and police rooftop signs as cosmetics and all that. Those two things. They did it with you can add those things with the Crown Victoria, but for some reason you can't add the rooftop sign, so it sort of takes away from it. But once again though, so add that for the Crown Victoria, and then for certain cars such as 918 Spider, the Chiron, RX-8, Impreza, Lancer and all that, add these cosmetics like with the Crown Victoria, but also the rooftop signs and stuff like that. So yeah, because as I mentioned in a previous video, I've been obsessed with playing Hot Pursuit again, and a bit of Rivals, and also Blood Rain 2. So I started taking it upon myself to make certain cars look like cop cars in Unbound, and well, unfortunately, the lack of a siren, rooftop siren light bar, and all that sort of takes away from it. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I haven't created the wraps, liveries, whatever you want to call it myself. I can only dream, but just went through, browsing through the community section, and certain other players have made their own, so I just use them and all that, because, well, why not? But, yeah, once again, unfortunately, what takes away from it is the lack of, police cosmetics and stuff like that, if you want to call it that. Second thing I'd like to see is a cops vs racers mode. Well, actually no, we'll cancel that for now. What I'd like to see is the ability to play as a cop sort of thing, not like a full-on campaign thing like in Hot Pursuit and Rivals, but just a new mode where you can and stuff like that, you know? So, yeah, so aside from the normal races, drift races, drag races, the ones where the cops chase you, and there's the normal races and all that, and the drift races, a cops vs racers mode where you can play as a cop or a racer. So, two sub modes within this mode is like not just load in and have to guess whether you're going to be a cop or a racer, like have them separated. So if you want to play a cop, then you select the cop side of this mode, and or racer and all that, instead of just having to second guess, sort of like with how Call of Duty does it with its factions. Not like, don't want like that, but more so where you can choose and stuff like that. Or a quick play option that just randomly puts you in either side. And then with that the case, the add in some cop cars, like already done cop cars through the battle pass, speed pass, whatever you want to call it, and maybe even bring back some classic cars, some classic cars from the other games, such as the Koenigsegg police car, the Revington from Hot Pursuit, and the Cinque, and the F12, and so on and so forth. and all that. You know, like the 2 cover cards from Hot Pursuit and the other 2 cover cards from Rivals, and the LFA and Charger C63. As an example, just a few of them, just bring back a few of those classic ones from these games, like the Revington Cop Car and the Chinquay and the Agera Cop Car and stuff like that. Just a few, just some classics would be good to see. And also, lastly but not least, Pursuit Tech. So, but make it well balanced, because with the amount of lunatics on that damn game, Rammers, Speeders, fucking Lamborghinis and shit like that, Aventadors just driving like a mad thing, can only imagine that they'd probably just spam and abuse the Pursuit Tech. So give them a reasonable cooldown, not a ridiculously long cooldown, but also not one too short where they can use and abuse it and stuff like that, but just, yeah, you know, a decent cooldown that's not too short but not too long. So, yeah. And better yet though, don't make them limited to the cops and robbers races mode, but also out in the free roam, because it would be good to use them against the cops when escaping them and shit like that after a link up, or during those race mode where the cops chase you and stuff like that, and you know, so on and so forth. And also just like my previous wish list, have these things available in the campaign single player. Maybe not the cops and robbers races mode, but the other things such as the cop cosmetics, the cop cars, and the unlockable cop cars, classic cop cars maybe, and the Pursuit Tech and stuff. So, yeah. So yeah, a few Pursuit Tech figures I'd like to see come back. Well, stars the EMP and the spike strips, and the turbo and the jammer will more than likely be, they're the main ones in terms of, well, you know. But also I'd like to see maybe the Shock Ram and Shockwave come back as well. Those 2 are pretty handy in Rivals. Roadblock and Helicopter will more than likely come back as well, but because once again they're also main ones. But yeah, once again though, Shock Ram and for the cops and the Shockwave for the races would be good to see as well. So yeah. As to whether or not they'd be added to the auxiliary section in the performance, I don't know. Either they'll be in their own category, Pursuit Tech, or they'll be in the auxiliary. Who knows? But yeah, once again, that would be pretty nice to see. So yeah, and maybe also a bit of a cop AI rework. Personally, I don't know what they need to be reworked, but yeah, just if they need a rework, then that'd be good to see too. Like maybe, well, yeah, whatever. But yeah, also they use a Pursuit Tech as well, obviously, but nonetheless. So yeah. Anyway though, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos. Also, feel free to let me know what you would like to see in Season 8, Volume 8 of Unbound. Like, is there anything that you'd like to see that I haven't mentioned, or you agree with what I would like to see, or whatever? Feel free to let me know. So yeah, apart from that though, I might see you in the next one.